nhớ rõ mình sốt lờ ở bên từ tao khá cố hà ta cố yêu tao khá lùng mông này ha họ lại họ nụ nụ của mạng là khá mình sốt lờ hà lùng mông lên hà nhìn đỡ mông lên cứ sáng của mình sốt lờ bao ta cứ chỉ bao tăng cho chủ lùng mông lên 我上得是梦到到样卡妹子有人到帮忙来比但是喏但是古有下路米个专门说了掏钱到 Okay, so Lumongling, vowels and consonants. There are tons of, not tons, just a couple of new consonants. There's just a lot of stuff to go over, look at all that stuff. Then we have some common words that we need to talk about too. But once again, if you want to add me on FB, Facebook, you totally can. If you want to practice with me, that's cool. That's what I want people to add me for, is just to practice, really. I've been getting tons of friends requests lately. But it's okay. But if you want to practice with me, let me know. I'm definitely always willing to help you out. Okay, so vowels and consonants. Alright, so the first one I want to talk about is the double A. I didn't mention it in the other videos because it's green. I just wanted to keep green separate from all the other ones because it's definitely a different dialect. It's still Hmong, but it still has like a bunch of different other consonants and changes that I wanted to make a separate video for. So the first one is the double A. If any of you speak Mandarin, Chinese, I'm actually taking a couple classes right now for Chinese, but the double A is very similar to the Chinese ANG. It's ang, ang. So for example, the word ba will be bang, which is actually borrowed from Chinese, I believe, because the Chinese word for to help is bang, which is pretty interesting. But remember, the double A says ang. The DL, it sounds kind of clicky. You just make a D with an L sound on it. So like the word day in White Hmong would be dlay, dlay in Green Hmong. The DLH is extra clicky with some air. Kind of like how in White Hmong you would say ntau. In Green Hmong it would be tlaug, 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 like that. Another new consonant is the NDL, and the other consonant NDLH. So NDL is just adding a nasalized N before the DL, just dlay or something like that. I'm just making it up. And then the same thing for ntau, ntau, you just put an N before it. It's not too bad. So vowel changes, they're not universal, just a pattern, but these ones are pretty consistent. Some of them aren't consistent. I marked the one that isn't consistent with an asterisk. Right there, it's the AU to AU. But anyways, so the IA normally changes to an A in Green Hmong, like xia to sha. The A to a double A, as in ba or bang, like that. The AU to U, it only happens in a couple of words, not very consistent, like the word how to hu. A D changes to a DL, like day, dlay, like that. DH to a DLH, tau, tlau. And HM changes to an M. Hmong to Hmong, that's why you see Hmongleng instead of Hmongleng without an H. That's why there's no H right there, because of the consonant change. HN changes to an N, like in nu or nu, like nu nuo zhonggao, like that. And then HNY changes to an NY. And you don't see too many of those, but as in gunya to gunya, nya. Anyways, so inconsistent changes, some tone changes, and some other vowels that change every now and then. You don't get it all the time, but you do get it sometimes. So the S tone sometimes changes to a G tone, as in like ni to ni, like that. An O sometimes changes to a UA, like gnaw to gnaw. An O or an I sometimes changes to a U. I can't remember too many instances where the I changes to a U. I couldn't think of any, but that does happen sometimes, so be aware of it. Like the word bought to boot, like that. An H sometimes changes to an F, which is pretty interesting. Like huchi changes to fuchi, like that. An I sometimes changes to a W. I wrote this right here. I've seen this vary from person to person, where they change the I to a W. I have another little note on the next page that I was gonna show you that shows that Green Hmong sometimes does vary from person to person, family to family, because sometimes some Green Hmong people are influenced a little bit by White Hmong, and they start speaking those words instead, mixed in with their own Green Hmong. And sometimes you got the hardcore people that only speak like straight Green Hmong, which is my favorite. I love Green Hmong a ton. I think it sounds awesome. I still like White Hmong. Don't get me wrong. White Hmong is awesome too. But Green Hmong was always just really fascinating to me for some reason. Sorry about my finger. But the I to W, as in zi to tsu, or in zi to nzu, or zhi to zhu, or shi to shi, like that. You don't see it very often. Well, some of you might, but some might not. Alright, so next, I told you I had a lot to go through, but actually I'm actually saving some time on this video. Anyways, common word changes. And once again, see this note right here I use. The usage of Green Hmong words vary from person to person, family to family, in some instances location too. Just like I said, Green Hmong sometimes has influence on White Hmong. White Hmong sometimes has influence on Green Hmong. It happens, okay? Stuff happens. People borrow words, happens all the time. Tons of borrowed words in Hmong in general from other languages. And so you might get some crossover every now and then. Not all the time, but every now and then. So there's Hmong Dau on the left side, on the shallow, and then Hmong Leeg Nyondo Shasi. Okay, so these are common word changes that you'll see all the time in Green Hmong, so you need to keep your eyes out for these. So hai tia turns into hata, hao lu turns into dlaim, go turns into guo, lo turns into bo, li turns into le, mo turns into mong, nay turns into may. That was kind of like rhymey. Anyways, no turns into no, ntau turns into ha, ndiate turns into mblate, dai ba turns into dai cho, bo turns into bu, bonia turns into guo bu, shado turns into shuotlo, tia changes into ha, che into ye, co into so, zining turns into guo yo, or turns into gu, yo turns into yo. Sundia, oh, this is one instance with the NDL. I didn't write one down on the other page, but sundia turns into sundla. So it's like an NDLAG right there, ndla. So every now and then you'll get some not crossover, but you'll get some stuff like that. And then with classifiers sometimes change too, like pao, like pongdao turns into pongdao. Tia turns into ca. Another classifier, zo turns into zu, like zu ge no, stuff like that. And then zo turns into zu. These aren't all the word changes. There are tons of word changes, but I can't seriously go through all of them because I just can't. I can't think of them. I mean, they come up when they come up. But anyways, these are just some of the common word changes that you'll come across a lot. And so hopefully this video helped you out a little bit. Just hata dai video no bang mei shuot la halu Mong Leeg nzu. Wo chon da do mei shuot la gu shai dai video no ha. Wo chon da